Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to show you how my garden looks this weekend. We'll start from the first lot, and here we see that I trimmed quite a bit the kales the other time, and they are not regrowing fast. Lately we haven't been having any sunshine. It was so smoky in the area, and like pretty much the sun wasn't able to get through the clouds of smoke and clouds overall. So here we go, and so we see that there is not much growth. Everything was not moving. Is much more slower in growth than it was before because of no sunshine. So these are the kales, and I planted a couple of things over there. Last time I think I planted 2 Arugulas, but one died, so I planted a lettuce over there, and I think this is another lettuce that's sprouting. I see more and more of the lettuces sprouting from seeds, because I left a couple of plants to grow the seeds. The seeds started spreading on the ground, and you'll see in other pots, in other lots, there are lots of sprouts of the lettuce. But to tell the truth, I don't think it's gonna go any further because of no sunshine, cold weather, and the late fall and summer coming up. So, oh sorry, late fall and winter coming up. So that's the picture right now. Let's see. These are the mints, looking the same. And the other mint, as always, still smells beautiful, still smells divinely. The blueberries are dropping some of the leaves more and more. I see more and more of the edges of the leaves are getting kind of darker. And over there the chandler is looking nice, like the reddish color. And my strawberry, if you'll see, there is a change, and this is me trying to propagate those springlings from the strawberry. You see, I put a couple in the soil and tried to stick them in and water them to try and let the plants know, here is the soil for you. You can just stay over there and grow. So we'll see if it's gonna succeed or not, but hopefully we're gonna have new plants of our strawberries in those pots that I lost in the summer, in the spring actually, of this year. So reviving back those ones. And now we are looking at this pot at the bottom, lot at the bottom, this container. And we are seeing that some of the things are getting larger. So this couple of spinaches are growing larger and nicer. Yeah, and the Arugulas are also growing larger. And we'll see. Not, as I said, not much sunshine, so we'll see how it's gonna survive and strive. Here I have my other lot with the peppers, with the survival peppers. To tell the truth, I noticed that they are not doing well. Somehow I think I moved this arugula. I just put it here on the ground, so because it's pretty much doing nothing and just growing the seeds. So I wanted to kind of seclude it from this lot. I put it on the ground, and accidentally I pulled this one out, and I saw that it actually didn't have almost any roots. It had just a few roots, so I replanted it here. And I noticed that that one was also like wobbly, and it was the same picture, almost no roots at the bottom. And I think this is the picture somehow for these peppers in this lot. So they are not growing because they don't have pretty nice roots. I don't know if they lost the roots, if it's me, because if you remember, I had this compost pile here and I buried some of the plants underneath, so they are probably decaying there. Either it's too hot for them or it's too toxic for them and they are kind of losing their roots, or it's just because they didn't grow initially to a nice length, to a nice size, and ever since they are not able to grow any further. Again, as you see, there are some of the sprouts of the other things, arugula and some lettuces. As I mentioned, this is the picture right now. And let's see this one. You see how many tiny sprouts? Those are all lettuces, I think. And they are all from these ones. Remember, I was leaving them for the seeds, and those seeds with just spread with wind. And now I have so many of them, and I'm sure it's not gonna work. Again, you see, one is even like growing larger already and even showing the signs of the lettuce. Looks like a lettuce, right? But there is not much time left for it to actually strive and be a real lettuce. But that's fine. Whatever they can, they can. We support them anyways. And look at this beautiful pepper. It's blossoming. It has lots of buds and I love the way it looks. And the other one is not blossoming yet, but has lots of buds. And that one is blossoming nicely. Look how beautiful it is. And that's from the other lot. There is one more, just, looking out as if it's like peeping out in the window. And look at this one, look at these, look at this. Can you see? You're having a baby pepper. It's growing larger. So beautiful. And it's continuous blossoming. I just love it. Okay, let's try and squeeze through here. Look at this beautiful flower. Pollinated. Bim. Yeah, nice. And this other lot, you see also the early growth of lettuces and more over there. And that one that I showed you peeping out, and this one. The other one is right here with a tiny baby pepper that's starting to show up. Let me show you from the top. Look, it's kind of like got two lines, you see? One goes here, one goes there, and there is like even more, like a V shape, and it's branching out even more. I love it, so beautiful. And the flower is dropping already. I hope it was pollinated. I can take it off. You see, we see some tiny babies over here. Hopefully they are gonna be our beautiful little peppers. Another one here. There's one more smaller hiding over there. So this is our peppers. Beautiful. And the princess lettuce started blossoming. Now these kales, I trimmed some, and as those ones, as the previous ones, none are moving fast. Oh, this one is getting curly. Probably it's getting bitten by some moth, because I noticed when it's getting bitten by moth, that's when it gets curly. Gonna have to come and press on it, kill any moth that's trying to feed on my kale. Just like this. Pressing in, whatever's eating it is gonna be dead. See? Protecting my tail. Don't munch on my tail, you beasts. Okay. The others are more or less, I think they're doing fine. And we have a few berries of the blueberry here, and some are still green over there, but that's fine. That's fine. Not much sunshine. And the strawberries, the everbearing, are flowering, and some are carrying the berries. Yeah, this the everbearing is not growing those sproutings, so I have nothing to plant here for now. Hopefully later in fall it's gonna be more rainy and it's gonna grow more sprouts, so we can, plant more of this variety back into its original, layer of pots. Okay, now this one is the lot where I planted arugulas and some of the spinaches. What I noticed was that I think something eats them, or something's happening to them, because I notice oftentimes that some of my plants would just be kind of like detached from their root. This one is still okay, this one looks okay, but I was noticing that the plant was laying kind of on the ground by its roots. It kind of like it was eaten up from the roots, like this, you see, like this one is just laying like this. It's gone from its root. I'm gonna bury it, but again, maybe this is because I planted it over the layer of the decaying lettuces. Maybe that's the reason. I'm thinking now. I'm not sure. But what's bad is that what I lost was my spinaches. I was actually counting a lot on the spinaches in fall, and I lost a few of spinaches. I have lots of arugulas, and they keep sprouting over there, you see. I even had to take this plant, here, and put it on the side. I put it on paper because the seeds keep dropping in the soil and they just keep regrowing over there. And I have no more space to spread them around in my lots if I wanted to have like some nice plants. So that's what we have here and there, but not for the spinaches. I don't have as much spinaches, and when they drop dead, so to say, I'm really sorry. And the chives are now large again. Hopefully I'm gonna use them soon, but you know me, I just keep promising. Now the top layer. Here we have a nice kale. I love it, looking beautiful. The spinaches that I planted from seeds, from the last year's seeds, have sprouted more or less, you see. They are still kind of in the baby shape with all these like primary spiky leaves, like this. Not giving much of the second leaves, but it requires time, I guess. And again, no sunshine. And same for the second lot. Those are too close, but looking beautiful. And look at this. Those are looking beautiful, and this one, I hope it's not dying. I'm so afraid when they are laying on the ground, thinking whether they still have their roots. And we have a dill over here, and some of the spinaches again. I'm so happy about this top layer, and lots of dills here in that bunch, and some of the lettuces. You see again, the lettuces are sprouting, and I'm having some of the mushrooms. I keep seeing a lot of them lately. Like you see, the whole bunch of mushrooms. Normally I just take them and then kind of throw them away. Thinking they are not something that I would really want to have. So that's what I'm gonna do. And a few more over here and over there. Yeah. Now let's go back to this side. We have our kale. Oh, it's somehow with the holes. Are those caterpillars back or what? Why are we having holes? Hopefully not. I see some kind of dark shade to the back. I hope those are not eggs of the caterpillars. I don't see the caterpillars themselves. I noticed that sometimes those butterflies are coming. Maybe they are eating the kale. But hopefully not the caterpillars. This second after that one is doing fine so far. Let's see. Not sure what that dark thing is. Look, the cucumber died. Just completely died. The tiny baby. Over those days with no sunshine, it just died. And here I planted some of the Arugulas, since I have lots of them. One is thriving, the other two are probably not gonna survive. The kale is, oh yeah, look. Oh gosh, it's back. Oh, you son of a... What's going on? Look, another one, like a smaller one. Those beasts. It's a constant fight with them. Another one, you see. Now this a lot with the cucumber, with the second tiny cucumber. You see the cucumbers went all like dark and bad. Either it's the sunshine or it's that disease on the leaves that was killing it. Like the very, very top leaves are still fine, but you know, it's not doing good for the lower leaves. I planted some Arugulas at the bottom. We'll see if they're gonna grow. Okay, let's look at this one. Remember this one? We have a beautiful baby pepper. I think this one is the largest inside, even though this one wasn't the first that flowered, but it's kind of like getting elongated. And we have few more baby peppers inside. And this is our cucumber. That's the primary one, the very first one, you see. So it got covered all with that kind of disease, whatever it was, and I think it's kind of killed the plant. You see, it's all like covered in that dust kind of thing. And this one is still having greener leaves, but this one is all covered in that dust, even, you know, the tiny new leaves. So I don't think it's gonna grow anymore or be any better anymore. But we still have a cucumber here. And this one, we are having our kale that is also not doing well because of no sunshine. I think this is the weed. And this baby cucumber is also got covered in that you know, disease. And I'm not sure if this one is pollinated. We have a tiny cuke, but maybe just nothing. Now let's look at our tomato. So our beautiful tomato has grown 2 beautiful tomatoes here, still having one green. I think this is the last green tomato that we are having on vines. Otherwise the plant is going kind of bad. I'm not sure if it's the fall or it's going bad for some other reason. And again, I suspect maybe this is this disease that spread over here. You see, we are seeing some of this of the spots, maybe. But I think that would be it. So we're gonna collect these 2. This one's gonna get ripe, and that's gonna be for our beefsteak tomatoes. They were really nice this year. And this other one is just growing like crazy, you know, just who knows how tall and why. And as always, it's not getting pollinated, and it just, you know, grows these sprouts with kind of no result in terms of fruits or something, you know, that it wanna give us. So that's how our balcony garden looks today. I hope you love watching its progress with me, and hope to see you next time. Bye. So here we are having the beautiful tomatoes. I'm gonna just use the 3 and let the rest ripen. So here we've got our couple of the tomatoes, looking beautiful and quite large size, like I'd say medium size and smaller, but for me it's a large size, you see. And this one is looking more like the type, the variety that it is. This one is more round. This one is like a beefsteak kind of thing, right?